Hi everyone. Okay, so today we are doing a love reading about their current feelings for you. Now, this is a specific person you have in your mind. You could be in a relationship with them, in a no contact situation, in a limited contact situation, or you simply like them and you want to know what they feel for you. This is a general reading, which means it may or may not apply to everyone. So please take it only if it resonates with your story. Now, another thing is that energies are always flexible. So whatever story will come out today, these can be your energies or your partner's energies. So please check accordingly. And this goes for cross watchers also who are here to see for their Pisces partners. This reading can be applied to your sun, moon, or rising sign. Now, let me quickly explain you the whole pattern of this reading. We will take cards out for your recent past, present, and upcoming future, and then the overall guidance for you from universe, right? Okay, Pisces. So, let's start with the love reading for the sign of Pisces for the month of March. And first we'll take out 3 cards here for the recent past and we'll see what energies are guiding us here. Let's see. Okay, so we have Ace of Wands over here, we have the Moon over here, and we have the King of Coins over here. All right, okay. Okay, so we have Ace of Wands over here. Pisces, I feel this is your, this is your energy, okay? You are really invested into somebody. You have a lot of passion, fire, for this person, okay? Because Wands is all about that passion, that fire. We have the color red, and color red is all about love. And it is not just any love. It is that burning love, that you have for someone. Never-ending love. No matter what they do, no matter what they say, even if you know that the way they are behaving or whatever they're saying is not healthy or it's not good, somehow, nothing really stops you from loving them. You might get a little turned off for a while, or you might kind of get little, hurt for a while, but at the end of the day, this burning love, fire, passion just comes back for them. Now again, it doesn't matter for how long you've known this person, it's almost like they always do something which surprises you. You always feel that this person is full of surprises, they never stop amusing you. You are in awe of them. You love this person like so dearly, right? And that's what I'm getting over here, that in the recent past, you are trying here to create some kind of new beginning with this person, especially if you guys had been going through some kind of tough, break or breakup or separation. Or for others, where there was no breakup or separation, Pisces, you're trying to take this connection to the next level, because Ace is all about new beginnings, okay? So whether that's a reconciliation, whether that's, you trying to take your connection to a new level, right? If you're committed, maybe getting married. If you're married, then taking a step ahead of family, or, building something together. But you're trying to bring a lot of newness into this connection, a lot of newness. Okay, and you're trying to be very positive about it, because they're the one. You just know they are the one. There is no doubt in your heart. Your heart knows it, your soul knows it, right? Because how heavily the card is dominated by the color red. It's just them. They're like your guiding light. You feel, Pisces, when I'm lost, when I'm in darkness, when I'm depressed, and I don't know what to think. I don't know, how will I survive? Somehow this person comes, okay? Directly or indirectly, they rescue you. That's how you feel towards them. They are your light, right? So, yeah. Now we have the Moon over here. The Moon is your relationships energy. So, Pisces, what I'm sensing over here, that there is, of course, a lot of love over here, but at the same time, the emotions are just all over the place. It's not, in the recent part, it's not that balanced love, like equal give and take, and, everything is happening good. There's a lot of uncertainty, confusion, fear, secrets for some of you, okay? Like there's a lot of hesitation, okay? There's a lot of hesitation. Some of you even could be in a third party situation, right? But this, in the recent past, this relationship is lacking clarity. You love them, you want this connection to work out, you want, to be with them, but it's almost like, you're scared at the same time. And because this is the energy of your relationship, so your partner is also kind of scared or hesitating, or like I said, there are secrets involved, the hesitation, there is, people have different kind of fears, fear of commitment, or fear of this relationship failing, or, fear of family, fear of society, right? Whatever it is, okay, there's a lot of uncertainty in the recent past over here. Like you do not know whether this connection will work out or not, or you do not know how I am picturing in my mind whether things will work out or not. Because what I'm sensing over here, especially for you Pisces, you feel very scared of this relationship failing, of not really getting them in your life, of somehow losing them. Right now you're not focused on by whose mistake this might happen, like by whose mistake this relationship might fail, but you're so scared of that this relationship, what if it fails? Like you want to be positive, but somehow there's a part of you which is so much focused on this, what if it fails, then how would I survive, right? And see, it's okay, sometimes the fear comes only when you love someone, right? Because you're scared of losing them. So don't be very harsh on yourself, and because this is your relationships energy. So Pisces, even your partner is kind of scared, but from your partner's side, more than fear, what I feel is that they're more concerned about the stability of this relationship, okay? Whether it's financial stability, or whether, it's the stability of efforts, right? Because what I'm sensing that your partner feels that how much you would be able to invest in this connection. Can you handle the finances, can you handle the responsibilities that comes with the relationship, right? Again, it doesn't matter which gender you are or your partner is. We're not doing the gender specific reading. It's about two people who are in love, okay? Now, so, your partner is scared of that mainly, that will this connection be stable? Will we be able to, fulfill our responsibilities? Will we stay loyal to each other? Will we be accountable to each other? So they're mainly focused on the physical aspects, mainly the worldly aspects more than the emotional aspects. Okay, it's not that they don't care about this connection emotionally, but their priority is more the worldly aspects. They're seeking validation basically, that will the family validate it, my friends would validate it, can I have a proper lifestyle, right? Or so they are very much concerned about that, because somewhere they lack this confidence that this connection will have physical stability. Now Pisces, whether it is because they are not working, you're not working, or the finances are an issue, or the maturity is an issue, it depends on person to person, because it's a general reading, right? But your partner has major doubts about the stability, and you, on the other hand, you are more concerned about the emotional and the behavioral aspects, that will we really be able to stay compatible forever? What if this connection will fail? What if someone cheats on somebody? Like both of you have your own thing. You are more emotionally concerned, they are more practically concerned, like that kind of connection. We have King of Coins over here. This is your partner's energy, and see, coin is an earth energy, and earth is a very practical energy. Like I said, your partner is very practical right now. They are someone, for most of you, not for everybody, who either comes from a very stable background, or they have very high dreams or high ambitions in their life. You're not dealing with someone who is a mediocre person. That is why stability means so much to them, okay? Because either they have really lived a life of stability and luxury, and they don't want to compromise on that. Okay, or they have such big dreams, that they want, to achieve bigger things, and they only want their relationship to be a support system to them and not as a blockage. And that is what they're bothered about, that will this connection be a support system to them in achieving their dreams or their lifestyle or maintaining that, or will you be a blockage, or will you drag them down? Are you getting me? Because this person is not somebody who can really compromise on lifestyle or comfort. They will not, because the King of Coins is all about money, is all about recognition, is all about that public limelight, is all about, people following them. They could be an influencer also, or some kind of public figure, or they belong to such family, who has like celebrities, or maybe like public figures, like people know them, people know that family, people know this person. Or like I said, even if they're coming from like a normal family, then this person has some very high dreams and ambitions, and they want to get them, achieve them at any cost. Okay, so guys, 3 cards flew out. I took them, and these are the cards for your current energies. Okay, like how are you feeling currently, and how your partner is feeling currently, and what is happening over here, right? So okay, now when we talk about the 7 of Cups over here, now 7 of Cups is your partner's energy. Okay, your partner is very confused, Pisces. They love you, definitely they love you, because we have cups here. Cups are all about emotions, but at the same time, like I said, the emotions are all over the place. Like we do not need so many cups, to be honest. Okay, like because the more emotional scenarios we have in our head, the more confused we become. They love you, yes, that is clear, that is definitely clear. But then now comes the thing, that will I be able to love them even when they are not supporting my dreams, or even when they are a blockage to my lifestyle or my comfort? They are thinking that way, that okay, right now I love them, but will I be able to love them if tomorrow they are not able to achieve a lot in their life? Because see, this person is ambitious. They want someone who is ambitious too, and they want someone they can look up to. It's not just about money. Okay, they really get turned on, or you can say they really respect a person, who's a self-made person, who has done things in life. Again, it doesn't matter which gender you are or your partner is. They want to see that fire in you, and that's not just the fire of love. Yes, they really respect that you love them so much, or but what next? What are you doing in your career? What are you doing about your health? What are you doing about, your wisdom? Are you spiritually aligned? Are you spiritually awakened? Are you a mature person? Can we have mature conversations? Are you really working for your goals? Because if you just love them and you're not really doing anything else in the other areas of life, suddenly the love becomes a burden to them, because the other person feels like a drag to them, like a liability to them. Now you judge them, Pisces. It doesn't matter to them. You judge them whether they are bad, whether they are selfish, whether they are, seeking conditional love, and the love is not conditional, whatever you do. This is how they are, and they have expectations, some genuine expectations, and they have a lot of doubts that you can provide them that, or you can match them, in their intensity of being ambitious, because they see the fire of love in you, but they don't see the fire of that, the zeal of life, of doing something, Like apart from this relationship, who you are, Pisces. How do people look at you? What are your dreams? What drives you? What motivates you? Because to be very honest, if you love them and you love them a lot, and you do it like maybe a little extreme, it irritates them. Because they feel that, okay, I know you love me, but come on, tell me what more, What are you doing about your life? Yes, we are together. I love you, you love me. Yes, but what? Can we build something together? Can we travel together? You know, your partner is all about a person who believes in building experiences, making moments, right? They want to achieve milestones, and they have some bigger ones. And they want a partner who's achieving, it with them. Because they want to show off their partner to their family, to their friends, to the society. And they want to sleep happily every night with the feeling, okay, they are my partner. So you're dealing with someone like that. 3 of Swords, this is your energy, and you're going through some kind of a heartbreak because you feel this burden of expectations totally, and you are doubting yourself, Pisces. So you're a very soft-hearted person, very sweet person, very loving person. And sometimes you feel that all you have to give to other person is your love and attention and care. Okay? And it's not that you are a lazy person or you procrastinate a lot. Maybe some of you do also. But overall, it's not that you don't want to work hard, but you're a little different kind of a person, a different kind of energy, a different kind of soul, where you want to do a lot of good in the world, a lot of charity, helping a lot of people, guiding them. You are not really chasing milestones, basically. What you're chasing is peace. You want peace in your life. Yes, you want money in your pocket, but good enough to have a decent life. Okay, yes, not that you don't have money to spend only, or you can't just fulfill your basic needs, not that, but okay, you're not even running after luxury because you feel life is short, and whatever days we have, it's better to live with the person you love, and it's better to kind of cherish that peace, because peace is everything. We work hard ultimately to get peace in life. So here, there's a clash of your value system, of your perspectives over here. And because they are kind of getting confused with 7 of Cups, because they don't know whether they should really take a leap of faith with you or not. And this is kind of really breaking your heart, because see, we have 3 of Swords, and this is the fire again, but the fire of love, and this is a heart here. So it's just piercing your heart right? Okay, so that is what is happening here. Your person loves you, you love them. We have no problem with the emotions over here, but where we have the problem is alignment of value system. It's the alignment of expectations, because it's not just their expectations. Even you expect to have a peaceful life, you probably don't want to get dragged with a person who is so much involved in a rat race, who's there to prove a lot to the world, or who is after luxury and a lot of comfort. So you feel, what if I will lose my identity in all of it? Because I will then never be enough for this person, because their benchmark is touching sky. And the whole of my life, I would just be proving to them that I'm good enough. So you're also kind of getting worried about it. And emotionally, this is hurting you because you don't want to lose this person, right? Like I said, Ace of Wands, you have a lot of passion for this person. No matter what they do or say, eventually at the end of the day, all you know is you love them and you want to be with them. But this disbalance is creating a lot of agony within you, right? 10 of Wands over here, this is the energy of your relationship. So definitely both of you are feeling the burden in your own way, Right now, you guys are together, okay, or having a limited contact, or maybe because of this confusion, maybe you took a break, right? There's a break going on, separation. But whatever it is, both of you are feeling very happy. Very happy. Like your partner is all about, what all like burdens might increase. A lot of things in their home, in their life that they don't even need, because they probably are not that materialistic, or they don't want, that kind of extreme life for themselves, right? You, on the other hand, it's not about being materialistic for you, but it's just about, satisfying your own self. Like you challenge yourself that I'm going to be a better version tomorrow, okay, as compared to today. And you always do that. Now that's a lot of work, but you like this, but they are not. And so for them, It's a burden because, like I said, they feel, what if, you become a liability for them to carry? And for you, it is more like, what if I just get, drowned in their expectations? I want a simple life, nice life, happy life. I want to enjoy, live every moment, They want to achieve experiences and they want to highlight those experiences in front of the world. You, on the other hand, you don't mind, public attention, but you don't have such agenda of highlighting things in front of the world. That is what is causing a lot of, clash here over here. Because they doubt that this relationship, what if it will not work? You also doubt what if it will not work. But like I said, both have their own reasons. Yours is emotional, there's more practical. You feel that you might not able to survive all this burden, because you love them, and you might not even able to oppose whatever they're saying. Because you wouldn't want to hurt them, or you wouldn't want to cause any issue in this connection. So you might just keep doing the things that they are saying, but till when? One day you might just want to get out of it. Right, Pisces? So it's a lot of, like I said, fear, a lot of burden, a lot of lack of alignment over here, right? Which is causing a lot of heaviness to both of you. Guys want to be together, but this union is just giving a lot of stress, right? Or what might happen in future. Okay, that is very, very difficult to kind of, even think about, right? All right, guys. So now I will take out 3 cards here for the immediate future and we'll see. Okay, but before that, I want to say, guys, please understand one thing. Energies are flexible. Do not run after, timelines. Ma'am, February readings, ma'am, March readings. Do you think universe is really bothered about, few dates going up and down? I mean, that's how your soul contract is designed? No. It's a lot about your karma, a lot about energies around you, negative, positive, right? A lot about your spiritual awakening. So, guys, understand one thing, that the universe does not work on your timelines, okay? The past, the present, the future, everything is happening simultaneously over there. The right message will come to you at the right time. Just believe in that. And that is why whatever will come here, for most of you, yes, it will happen within March. But for others, it can happen in June, November next year, right? So focus on the message. All right, guys. So 3 cards here for the immediate future, and we'll see how you would be feeling, how your partner would be feeling, and where this relationship would go. Let's see here. So we have 3 of coins over here. We have Princess of Swords over here, and we have the Chariot over here. All right, okay. Right. So we have the 3 of coins over here. Now 3 of coins is your partner's energy, guys, okay? See, what I'm sensing over here, that, like I said, they love you, and so they're practical. They think more from their mind, at least, in these energies they are. So they're trying to come up with a solution, okay? So they are not like leaving it on destiny, or they're not just assuming, but they're trying to take control, okay? So what they're doing is that they are offering you some kind of practical solution, that, okay, let's work together. Let's sit and decide what you will do in this relationship, what I would do in this relationship, the particular timeline. Let's say, we'll take 6 months to do this, or 1 year to do this. And after 1 year, we'll decide to take the next step. Okay. Now, whether it is about the finances, whether it's about talking to families, whether it's about planning a child, whether it's about buying a home, whether it's about, giving each other that kind of time, right? That, okay, let's take a break. But they're coming up with a practical solution. Okay, that let's sit together. You talk to your family, I talk to my family. Or, okay, let's probably, maybe I'll support you in your work, or, you support in my work. Now, this is the timeline. By this year's end, or this after 6 months, I expect this amount of money coming. Or, we can buy that home in this month, and we'll distribute the EMIs. Or, whatever the issue is, they're trying to come up with a practical solution and work on it together so that both of you can keep supporting each other. Okay, none of you should feel that the whole burden is on me, right? Because they are trying to hold your hand and they're trying to tell you that, okay, let's sit with the pen and paper, right? And let's just say that by March end, we'll be here. By November end, we'll be here. And, by next year, this is where I see myself with you. Right? So they are coming up, and whatever they're coming up, it's very, very sensible. That's the energy I'm getting. You can really trust their plan. You can really trust whatever they are kind of trying to do. Okay, they are not just, kind of leaving the arrows in the air. They're not doing that. Okay, they know, their intuition is strong. They're trusting that. They're taking a leap of faith. They're sitting with a pen of paper. They are considering the facts, and then they are holding your hand, offering you, let's work on it together. And, if there's any professional help needed, whether let's say it's a counselor which is needed for your relationship, it's a financial planner which is needed for your relationship, it's any kind of, a family person who can help you out and guide you, a friend, whatever is needed, they are even getting the external help over here and going to an astrologer, a tarot reader, whatever it is needed to get as much clarity in this connection. Are you getting me, Pisces? We have Princess of Swords over here. Now this is your energy. So I'm sensing over here that suddenly, you're all pepped up, like you're happy, and like with Three of Swords, you were kind of feeling very heartbroken. But now, because they are coming in, they are saying, listen, we'll do it together. You're now so motivated, encouraged over here, feeling all the enthusiasm within you that yes, I will do it. I will take that step. I'm going to fight with you. I will do it. I'm not stepping back when, my partner is kind of just suggesting this. So, you are also taking that step ahead, Pisces. You're also not giving up. You're not sitting here heartbroken and thinking, no, our values don't match. This connection might not work out. No, it will work out. And whatever differences you have, whether it's about a business, whether it's about having a family, whatever, where your opinions do not match, both of you will work together, and you are very much ready to work with them. Okay? None of you are running away. None of you are escaping. Whosoever you're dealing with is a sensible person. You're not dealing with someone naive or stupid or dumb. For most of you, this is a general reading, guys. Maybe some of you are dealing with someone who's not that evolved, but most of you are dealing with someone who is kind of evolved with the coin energy, because we have a lot of coins for them, right? The Chariot over here, this is your relationships energy, and finally, this relationship is kind of moving in a very beautiful direction. The moment you both came together, the moment you decided to show faith in each other, the moment you decided to keep the differences aside, okay, both of you are kind of now, aligning the energies of this relationship. Both of you kind of keeping the faith that the differences between two people does not mean that a relationship cannot be successful. Yes, we need to work a little harder to find the ways to work, but that's where you are investing your energies, because earlier the energies were being invested in worrying a lot, stressing out a lot, assuming a lot of things, thinking, negative about the future, right? That this connection might not work, that okay, they'll become a drag, and Pisces, you feeling that, I can't do this is too much, I don't want to be a part of this rat race, So a lot of thinking, assuming, but now there's a lot of action, which is giving confidence to both of you, and definitely giving a very healthy energy to your relationship. Because in the future with the Chariot, I see your relationship, because red horses over here, so beautiful. I see your relationship going towards a very beautiful direction over here. Commitments, marriage, abundance, prosperity, stability, which your partner is so much concerned about, right? Alright guys, so now I will take out 3 cards here and we'll see what universe wants to guide you. But before that, I want to say that after every reading, even now, at least one of you still tells me that, ma'am, whatever you said about my partner, they are my energies, and whatever you said about me, they're my partner's energies. So guys, please understand that I always say at the beginning of every video that energies of two people in general readings are vice versa, right? They're interchangeable, okay? So this can very well be you, Pisces, who's offering a practical solution to them, who is a practical person who right now who is acting practical, okay? Probably you had such experiences in life that you don't want to take any chance, okay? And so you want to have everything on pen and paper. You're not running away. You have, yes, your fears, but you are offering a solution, some kind of like middle ground to them. And this can very well be your partner who's very much reciprocating to your energy that, yes, whatever it is, I will try my best to do it. So whether this is you or whether this is your partner, Pisces, understand one thing, that either way this reading is correct, okay? You don't have to force yourself, to fit into a character. No, just be very honest and choose your path honestly and then claim this reading, okay, dear? Because like I said, either way it is correct, right? All right, guys. So now, 3 cards and we'll see what universe wants to guide here, Pisces. Let's see here. Okay, so we have 5 of Swords over here. We have the Hierophant over here and we have the Princess of Cups over here. All right, so we have 5 of Swords as your partner's energy. So your partner has so many reservations or so many, confusion, and like they basically, what I'm sensing here that firstly, a lot of you, your partner has been betrayed in the past, okay? So they probably had a relationship with a toxic person, or they were married to a toxic person, but your partner is coming with a wounded heart, okay? Now it doesn't matter for how long you guys are together, okay? But your partner is suffering from certain traumas that are not completely healed with. They can be childhood traumas also, but your partner probably, has seen a life where they had to try very hard to prove themselves that they matter, so that people can take them seriously, whether it was their partner, whether it was their family, whether it was their friends, or like anybody, they were surrounded with people where they had to really, do things going out of the way for others to acknowledge them, to notice them, to know their worth, So this person has always, has always fought for people's attention and love and, and care and concern, and maybe, today this person feels that they don't want to do it, and, they don't want to compromise on a lot of things, okay? Like, they're not money minded, okay? It's not that they're greedy, but they feel that money and stability brings a lot of respect to you. It brings a lot of comfort to you, because when you're stable in yourself, you're financially secure in yourself, you don't have to really go through a lot of things. You don't have to kind of, others can't put you down. They can't make you feel small. Okay, and this is coming from experiences that they've had in their life. Maybe they were made to feel smaller in life, okay, or their family did, or their partner did, okay, like they were made to feel they're worthless. Okay, so you have to understand that you're not dealing with someone who's greedy or who's money minded, but they have some traumas, where, which questioned their worth, their existence only. That why are you even living, why do you even matter? They've gone through certain experiences like that. And that is why, they're so concerned that everything should be done, every step should be planned. We have to know, how things will happen. And they love you, that is why they're not stepping back, They are kind of coming up with some practical solution. Hierophant, this is the energy of your relationship. But again, Hierophant is a very divine energy when it comes to commitment. This is something which is meant to be. You are each other's light. You guys are each other's soulmates. You guys are, each other's guide, support system, like the biggest support system. You heal each other. You motivate each other. And that is why you also, kind of took that initiative that, okay, I'm not going to step back. I'm going to work with, my partner. So you have a very divine energy, like you have an eye over here. This is the eye of the universe. You're always being taken care of. You're Relationship is always being taken care of. We have Princess of Cups over here. This is your energy. So, you are trying to deal with your partner with love and not like, you're not being harsh on them that why are you so money minded, or why do you want this, or, why are you so dominating? Why are you, always like, we have to do this, we have to do that, this is the timeline, like I can't live my life that. No, you're not doing that. You're dealing with a lot of love. You're taking, one step at a time, but you're taking it. And you're doing it with a lot of empathy towards them. You're trying to understand, that why are they behaving so. Especially if you guys just met recently. And even if you guys have been together or married, you're trying to understand that yes, probably they're still bothered by that particular experience. So you're keeping a lot of space, for them to open up. You're not like kind of just being insensitive towards them or, trying to judge them. No, you're being very calm over here. Right, Pisces? Alright, guys. So now what I'll do is that I'll just take these cards and I will shuffle them and I'll take out one card and we'll see what universe, has an extra message for you. But before that, I want to say that people who are coming here every month, you guys are very well aware about the crystal jewelry that I offer. But for the people who are coming here for the first time, I want to tell you why it is very important to wear crystals. See, crystals, they come from beneath the earth, and earth is the only planet in our entire solar system, which has the power to bring life, okay? So you can imagine how powerful and magical our earth is. And now because all of these crystals are coming from beneath the earth, so you can imagine how powerful all of these crystals must be because they're carrying the earth's energy only, okay? Now imagine if you can find a way to extract the energies from these crystals and you align them with your energies, how beautifully your life can change, okay? Now the best way to do that is to, wear the crystals. It's even more powerful than, keeping the crystals, because when you wear the crystals, they are directly aligning with your energies, okay, guys? See, I've been dealing with crystals since very, very long. I can tell you one thing from my own experience, that crystals, they benefited me in every area of my life, my relationships, my finances, my health, protecting me from low vibrational energies, negativity, jealousy, insomnia, and the black magic energy, psychic attacks. Psychic attacks are very real, guys, and very misunderstood and underestimated. They can really, create blockages in your life and just steal your blessings, okay? And it's real, I'm telling you, because what are psychic attacks? Let's say you're very positive and you're feeling good and you're trying to motivate yourself to do something in your life, and suddenly out of nowhere you hear a bad news about that particular thing only, which you were thinking in your mind that I have to do this. Or suddenly you feel anxious, panic attacks and everything. Why? Because someone out there is sitting and thinking so negatively about you that they're sucking all your positivity out, okay? And they basically are taking all your positivity and leaving their negativity, blocking your blessings, okay? See, crystals, they clear that energetic thing. They make a defense around you, right? They protect you from psychic attacks, okay? Also, crystals keep your intuition on point. Now, what is intuition? See, guys, intuition is that bridge linking you and the universe, right? Whenever you are in a dilemma and you want to, you're seeking guidance from universe will always reach out to you through your intuition, okay? But what is happening that today, because of all the negativity, greed, temptations, all this clutter and noise in the world, our intuition pathway is blocked, and so universe is not able to reach out to us. So mainly we are cut off from the universe, we're cut off from our source, our home. What happens when you're cut off from your home? You're lonely, you're lost, you're depressed. That is why world over mental health issues are increasing day by day, okay? So crystals, what they do, they clear this intuition pathway and they make sure you're always connected to the universe. See, it's only because of intuition, I'm able to channelize these messages for you even when I don't know you personally, right? So, okay. Alright guys, so now there are three most important things that you must know before you buy crystals, whether you're buying from me or somebody else. Firstly, please do a little research and make sure you're buying original crystals, because there are a lot of people who are selling fake ones. Few reputed websites are also doing that because it happens with few of my clients in the past, so I know. Secondly, how one crystal benefits one person, it might not benefit another person the same way. Why? Because all of us have different energy systems, different blockages, right? So just like how one medicine will not solve all the health issues in the world, you eat medicine according to your illness, your diagnosis. Same logic applies here. Like I'm wearing rose quartz over here. Now, let's say if this rose quartz is helping you romantically, the same rose quartz can help me financially also. Okay, so if you do not know which crystal is good for you, don't worry. You message me on my crystal Instagram page. I will take your details. I will meditate on your energies and I will let you know which crystal is good for you. Thirdly, please wear crystals only after they are charged with your specific energies. Now, why this is important? See, crystals, they have the tendency to connect with the energies, they come across. Now, I come across so many people every day, so my crystal will try to make a connection with everyone. I don't want that, because this way its powers are scattered now. I want all of its powers to be focused only on me, to work only for me. So basically, I want to trap its powers for myself. Now, how do I do that? I do that by carrying out certain intense rituals. And let me tell you guys, not everybody can do these rituals, because again, I come across so many people trying to sell crystals by saying, ma'am, buy from us, they are charged by us. But you need to ask these people, charged of what and charged of whose energies? Have they taken your details? Do they know your blockages? Have they meditated on your energies? If no, then no, the crystal is not charged and it's of no use to you. All right, guys? So, see, one thing I can promise you 1000% that crystals have the power to change your life, but you have to be responsible towards them. They're not fashionable jewelries, okay? They are they're living entities, okay? They're always guiding you, supporting you, protecting you. So you need to have faith in them, okay? All right, guys. So one card here, and we'll see, what extra message universe has for Pisces over here. Let's see here. Okay. So we have fire. See, I'm like just saying, it's so I love energies. I love tarot readings for this reason only. See, it's just so much in alignment with what I have been just saying. Fire, strong emotion, passionate love or hate. We are not dealing with hate over here. You guys love each other, okay? But, okay, and hate is probably a subtle, kind of, not warning, I'll say, but a message to you here that do not allow your partners and your indifferences or, the lack of, alignment in your value system as a reason to hold grudges, okay? Because sometimes we do that if our partner is not thinking our ways, we can feel that, okay, they're money minded, they're greedy, they are always thinking about themselves. Your partner can also think a lot of things. So do not let this passion, because turn into, okay, like, this lack of, like I said, the, alignment in your values become a reason for hatred or any kind of grudges. Don't, okay? Just focus on this. Strong emotion, passionate love. There's a lot of love over here, guys. So don't doubt this connection. It is meant to be. Hierophant, right? Alright guys, so that's it for today. I hope this reading resonated with you. If it did, then please subscribe this channel. Also comment here. Please comment here, guys. Please let me know how much these readings are resonating with you, what all you're going through. Because whenever you write here, everything is energy. You automatically connect with my energy. Whenever I meditate, you're always benefited by those healing energies. So take benefit out of it, okay? Also, like and share this video. And for the people who want to book their personal readings with me, you guys should contact me on Instagram. Also on Instagram, every morning prediction for the day is posted, and every day one person is picked up for a free detailed reading. So if you guys are interested, I would be putting the links both for my tarot Instagram page and my crystal Instagram page in the description box below. You can check it out, okay? So I'll see you guys again very soon. Till then, please take care of yourself. God bless you. Bye.